Hi VC, this is Aaron, Metha Alamare, and today I am finishing up my M's in my collection, and I will just get started right away here. My first band up, really great southern rock band. I only have a couple records, I might need more. It's Molly Hatchet. This is their debut, really good record here. They're a really good band. I like Molly Hatchet a lot. Epic. Good stuff there. And then I've got Flirting with Disaster. This is probably their most well known and probably my favorite too. I love that title song, but the whole album's really good. This is a really good band. One of the top 2 or 3 southern rock bands, I think. And next up, I got some Eddie Money, self-titled. I like Eddie Money. 2 Tickets to Paradise on this one. Baby Hold On. I actually like him quite a bit. And these records, his records were produced really well. They still sound really good when you play them. They're really good sounding records. And then I've got No Control. This one's got Shakin' on it. I Think I'm in Love. There's another big hit for us. Yeah, I don't have very many Eddie Moneys, but good stuff there. And here's a great rock, hard rock band here. This is Montrose debut. There's Sammy Hagar right there as the lead singer. Ronnie Montrose on guitar. Really good band. This is their debut. Really good. One of the best debuts of hard rock there was, I think. Bad Motor Scooter, of course, is on this, and Rock the Nation, Space Station Number 5, Rock Candy. Great songs. Then I got some Paper Money. Still has Hagar at this point. Another good album. And my last Montrose is Warner Brothers Present Montrose. And I love that cover. At this point, they had Bob James on vocals. I don't like him as well as Hagar, but it's pretty good too. And then here's a really good old classic band, classic rock band. I have a few of these guys, and they're really good. I remember hearing them when I was young. This album especially. This is the Moody Blues, Days of Future Past. Really good record. The concept album. Durham. And yeah, this is a really good record. Of course, everyone knows Nights in White Satin, but this whole record is really good. Very good record. And then I've got On the Threshold of a Dream, another really good one. Actually, my aunt came over one time, was drinking beers with me, and she had me play this, and I didn't realize how great this record is. It's really good. There's the label there. Really good record here. Yep. Good stuff. And then A Question of Balance, another really good one. And this kind of has a gatefold. And then there's the band on the inside. Threshold Records. And then I've got Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. This belonged to Keith at one point, whoever Keith was. Yeah, these guys are really good. They're one of those, you have to listen to the whole record. It just kind of, they flow really well. Really good music. And Seventh Sojourn, another good one. All these albums are good by them. They're a good band. And there they are. Just a singer and a rock and roll bands on this one. That's a really good song. I like that. That's a cool label there. And then I got Long Distance Voyager, another pretty good one. That's a really cool cover there. I like that. And then the lyrics on the inside. And they got a custom label on that one. And then my one last Moody Blues is The Other Side of Life. And this had a pretty big hit called Your Wildest Dreams on it. In the 80s. A little different. I prefer their older records, but this one's not bad either. It's pretty good. Polydor. And then up next, this is the only thing I have of this band, and I really want to get more because I got this. I got a group of records off of eBay because I got it because Salty Dog was in there, and I've been looking for that record for a long time. And they threw a whole bunch more in there, and this was one. This is a 12-inch single of Mortal Sin. I Am Immortal. This is really, really good. Heavy, bordering on thrash, Killer vocals, killer guitar, really good band. I really like this. I'd like to get a full-length album or two of them. They have them on Vertigo. And here's the lead singer of Hanoi Rocks. This is Michael Monroe with Not Faking It. This is a killer record. I actually like this as well or better than the Hanoi Rocks records I have. I listen to this probably more actually. Dead Gel and Rock and Roll had Axl Rose singing with him in the video. It's pretty cool. And this whole album's good though. It's really good. He's a great singer, great front man. Mercury. And then this is a multiracial group. It's really good, hard rock, kind of jazzy, hard rock at times, a little soul, a little funk. It's called Mother's Finest. This is their debut. Really good record. I love this. They're a really good band. And it's white label promo copy. And then I also have Iron Age, Mother's Finest. This is really good. This is a little heavier, this one. It's pretty good. Really good record here. And this is the only album I have by this band. I have a bunch of Zappa solo, but this is the only one I have by the Mothers. This is the Mothers Fillmore East, and this is a radio station promo. It's got writing from the radio station on it. It's really beat up, but it plays pretty good. The cover is trash, but I've seen worse. So there's the label there. Pretty interesting music there. It's really different. Oh, it's Frank Zappa. He's good. This is one of my very favorite grunge bands ever. My favorite is Alice in Chains and then Soundgarden, and this is my third favorite grunge band. It's Mother Love Bone, Apple. Great record. I love this record. Every song on it's good. Stardog Champion, Crown of Thorns is one of my favorite songs ever. Stardog, this is Shangri-La, Holy Roller, Heart Shine, Mound of Golden Words. That's the song they got the name of Temple of the Dog from. That's what he mentions that in there. And this is a repress on white vinyl. Sounds really good. And then I also have this, and this is excellent. This is pretty much everything they did, because the singer Andrew Wood died an overdose right before they released Apple. They were going to be going on a big stadium tour, opening up, and they were probably going to be huge. And he died, unfortunately. And then the guitarist and bass player, Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard, got together with Eddie Vedder and formed Pearl Jam. Here's the inner here. That's pretty cool. It's got the lyrics on the back. And this has all of Apple and all of their first EP, which I don't have. I wish I had that, called Shine, and a couple extra things. And this is really, really good. Double record. Excellent stuff. One of my favorite albums ever. Every Mother Love Bone. There's only a few they did. And this is on there's black vinyl, but pretty cool label. Custom labels on this. And I was into them before Apple came. During Shine, I had it on cassette, and it was really sad when Andrew Wood died. I really liked him. And then next up, got one of the greatest hard rock heavy metal bands of all time, Motley Crue. Too Fast for Love. This is my personal favorite of theirs. Starry Eyes has always been my favorite Motley Crue song, but every song on this, Take Me to the Top, the title song, Live Wire, Come On and Dance, they're all really good on this. Merry Go Round, Public Enemy #1, every song. Piece of Your Action. On with the Show, of course. This is just such a great record. And I don't have the leather records version. Well, this is a early press of Elektra, and it has the inner here. A little wrinkled, but that's all the lyrics, which is cool. Like it when they do that. And then I have a beat up copy of Shout at the Devil, but I also have, but these are what I listen to. And I really don't like how they made them look like they're already worn, the new represses. It kind of bugged me. I was like, oh, that's I thought I got a beat up copy, but the vinyl's perfect. It sounds really good too, and then I've got two different ones. I've got one on black wax, I won't show that, but I've also got this one here. That's pretty cool. So I got three copies of this, including my old beat up original. And then they did the same thing with Theater of Pain. This is actually my original Theater of Pain. This is an old copy. original press of it. And I like Theater of Pain. I like my least favorite songs are the two popular ones, Smoking in the Boys' Room and Home Sweet Home. But it's like Fight for Your Rights and City Boy Blues and Louder Than Hell, Raise Your Hands to Rock, Tonight We Need a Lover, Use It or Lose It. Those are all really good songs. It's probably my least favorite of their early albums. And then I have a repress, and again, they made it look worn, even though it isn't. This is like a brand new copy, but they some reason they tried to make them look worn. And then I got Girls, Girls, Girls. I really like this record a lot. Probably my third favorite after the first two. Got Wild Side on it, and probably their best ballad they did, You're All I Need. And this is an original pressing here. Good stuff. And this here I got when I was visiting Portland, Oregon about maybe 30 years ago. And this is a bootleg, Girls, 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 double record. It's really good. And it's just got the plain white labels, but this is kind of hard to find, this one. It's good. And they do like Helter Skelter on here, and Highway to Hell, Walk This Way, Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin, Jailhouse Rock, and a bunch of their stuff up to, it's pretty cool. It's recorded on my birthday, August 8th, 1987. So I was 17 exactly when this was recorded. And then I got a repress of Dr. Feelgood. I love the title song. Some of the songs on here, I like it. I like this record, but it's not as good as their first four, I don't think. But it's good. Good stuff. Everyone knows that one. Then I've got the Motley Crue Greatest Hits. And I wish they would have put more of the early stuff on it. There's a track list. But it's good. It's a good listen. There's the vinyl there. The inside. And then this album here, I'm missing a few of their metal albums, metal era, which I really like actually, especially their self-titled. But then I got Saints of Los Angeles. I like this record a lot. I thought this is one of the best ones they've done in a long time. My Face Down in the Dirt, that's a great song. Down to the Whiskey, Animal and Me, White Trash Circus, pretty good stuff here. It's nothing will beat their early stuff, but it's a good, decent record there. And then I've got The Dirt, which they have a good track list on this. I like this better than the Greatest Hits, except for I don't really like the newer songs on here as well, which is odd because I usually do. They do Like a Virgin, which it's all right, but it's nothing great. Crash and Burn, but they got a lot of songs from their first two albums on here, which I really like. I like that. I like listening to it. It's a good listen. And up next I got some Motorhead, the repress of their original debut here. Good album. Yeah, Motorhead's pretty good. This is on white vinyl. Bright. Bright white. And then I've got Bomber. It's a repress of Bomber. There's the band there. And this one here is all like a translucent. I like that label. That's a really cool bronze label. And I've got a repress of Ace and Spades. Great record. Really love Love Me Like a Reptile. It's one of my favorite on here. I like that song a lot. I like this album. I saw them open up for Metallica and Guns N' Roses at the Kingdome in Seattle. That was a really cool show. And then here's a original pressing of Iron Fist. Really good record here. Promo copy. And here's an original press of No Remorse. It's a best of double record. Really good record. Yep. And there's what's on there. There's a ton of songs on here. It's really good. And then it's an original press of Orgasmatron, my favorite Motorhead record. I love this one. That title song is so good. And Deaf Forever, it's a really good album. There's the label there. And then I got this last Motorhead. This is covers. Really good. They do amazing versions of all these songs on here. They do everything from Louie Lou from the Kingsmen to Shoot 'Em Down by Twisted Sister, Breaking the Law from Priest, The Trooper from Maiden, Blue Suede Shoes from Elvis. I mean, it's all over the place. Tie Your Mother Down. Back in the USSR, the Beatles. It's interesting hearing Motorhead do Beatles. And Stand By Me. Some AC/DC with a long way to the top. You know, really good record. They do. I was surprised how good their cover versions are. And then next up, I got a band, Mott the Hoople. Really good band here too. I like the Ian Hunter, the singer. And yeah, just have. Yeah, it's a good record. They're good. A good band. And then I just got this one just called Mott, Drive On. And there's the label there. And this is a really good band here. This is one of the original hard rock, border on metal bands here, called Mountain, with Climbing. Leslie West was a singer and guitarist. He's really good. Mississippi Queen, great song. Really good album, Mountain Climbing. And this here is Twin Peaks, another really good one. Side 2 and 3 is one song, just Nantucket Sleigh Rides, part 1 and 2. And that's it's a double live record. It's really, really good. Leslie West is an amazing guitarist. And if I can get it out. And it's just Windfall labels, kind of cool. And then I've got The Best of Mountain. That's pretty good too. Yeah, Mountain is a really underrated band. They were really good. There's Leslie West. And this is on Windfall, Columbia. And next up I got it's a Greek artist named Georgios Mastaki. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his first name right. Different music here. That's on Polydor. And here's a band that was huge for a couple years in the 80s, but they flamed out really quick. Like won a bunch of awards with their first album and kind of just disappeared. It's Mr. Welcome to the New World, Real World. You know, I had Is It Love and Broken Wings and Kyrie, 3 massive hits on this. It's a pretty good record. They had another record or two after this, but none of them recreated how big this one was. This was a huge record. And I got some Michael Schenker Group. This is really good. I love Michael Schenker's guitar work. He's a great guitarist. This is a good album here. And then I have MSG, another really good one. There's Michael Schenker. He was in the Scorpions when they first started. Like their first record, maybe their second too, and then they got Ule John Roth, the Scorpions. And then I got Built to Destroy, another good record. And here's a jazz album. This is The Many Faces of Ragtime, the Turk Murphy Jazz Band. I'm not a huge jazz guy, but I have a few jazz in my collection. This is some ragtime jazz, obviously. And this is a more modern band. I kind of like them, though. This is a picture disc. It's Mushroom Head with Save Your Sorrow. They look a lot like Slipknot, kind of, with their outfits. Pretty good band. And then I've also got Beautiful Stories for Ugly Children. The sound's a little quantized, but they're pretty good. I like them. That's pretty cool vinyl there. And I'm finishing out with this is a band from, where are they? Maybe the Netherlands, somewhere like that. They're called My Little Funhouse. I love this record. This is good hard rock and stuff. And their mellower stuff is really good. It's like, a lot of mellow songs I get bored with, but not these guys. Like their best song on here is probably Rain Town, which is kind of a mellower. It's not a ballad, but it's mellower. But then they got like LSD and Catholic Boy and I Want Some of That and Wishing Well. This is a great, great album. Kind of bluesy hard rock with a little psychedelic edge. Really good stuff here. Great record. If you haven't heard of them, they're kind of a... Me and my friends used to listen to this album all the time when it was out. We party and listen to that a lot. It's a good party record. So all right, there goes my there go my M's. So up next I got the N's. Great stuff in there, and it'll be pretty good. And until next time, rock on.